Google platform, we're seeing for every £1 that we invest, we're getting 5 back in revenue.
Good morning, people. I hope you are well. We're on Wednesday. Shout out to the new Man United coach who battered Pep Guardiola's Man City last night, and he's coming to Manchester United next week. The glory days could come back at Old Trafford for all we know, but let's see what happens. Morning. I have a cold. Good morning. It's Wednesday, 6:21. Send it. Good morning. I have a fucking cold. Me nose is running like fuck. Oh. Anyway, thanks for coming in. It's Wednesday morning. I hope he wins. You know what I mean? America need a president like Donald Trump I used to despise him because he's a pedo. You know, he won. No fucking way. Like I said, I don't watch the news a lot. I bet you they're happy over there. It's like Biden hasn't got the nuts to do what Trump would do. You know, it's like he's a good president. I used to hate the cunt. I hated him. You know what I mean? But I think he's the right one. You know what I mean? It's like he needs to put a fucking few sanctions on Putin. That's what he needs to do. You know what I mean? Fuck you, we're not going to buy your products. We're not going to buy one thing from Russia. Now what? Nothing. And every European country will probably follow suit. You know, like I said, Putin, he's a dangerous man. You know, the cunt was a spy. He's not the kind of guy you want as a president for the country. Like he's won the last 5 times hands down. You know what I mean? It's like, and he's not. I don't think he's good for the people. You know what I mean? It's a crime to be gay in Russia, especially in Chechnya. You know what I mean? Like you're fucked into a van and they kill you and bury you and feed you to the pigs. You know what I mean? But like I said, I was never a big Trump supporter until he got shot in the ear. You know what I mean? It's like, don't get me wrong, I don't agree with his personal life choices, but as a president, I think he's got the balls and the minerals for what this world needs. And America is the biggest superpower in the world alongside Russia. You know what I mean? And see, Trump, he's not afraid, and this is why I admire him. As a president, not as a man or a person, I think he's a pervert. You know what I mean? It's like he was a big friend of Epstein, Weinstein, at all the parties, you understand? With the Secret Service watching us 5 or 6, you understand? I think he's a good president. Other presidents haven't got the, they haven't got the balls to do and say what he does. Yeah, that's all I have to say on him. Good morning, Mr. O'Mac. Salam alaikum, Yusuf. My nephew's called Yusuf. Thank you for coming in. You're welcome in here. Everybody's welcome in here, and I'll make jokes here and there and all, but look, that's what I do. You know, my nephew's a Muslim. You understand? I have a conflict of interest. I'm very culturally sensitive. You know, there's a lot of good people that come in and out of here. You know what I mean? Like-minded people that have drug issues, alcohol issues, mental health issues, and they all come in here. I'm working on a Mac. I'm not gonna lie, the last couple of days I've had a bit of a wobble, but you know, none of us are solid. You know, if you go through, see, do you know the worst thing you can do? You know, if you've got certain anxiety inside, you know, if you hold on to it, it can end up upsetting you. And what I've realised is, me dad, when I was a kid, he just wanted me to be tough so I didn't get picked on because he knew what I had to face. You understand? It's like I lived in a crazy place, and if I didn't defend myself, everybody would be picking on me. So he helped me with that, you know. And I let no one pick on me after that. You know, my friends will tell you that. But I'm a law-abiding citizen now. I'm a regular guy. I'm not a civilian. 30 years ago, I did bad things. I have drug convictions. I have firearm convictions. My kids wanted to go to Disneyland. I couldn't take them. I couldn't get a visa. At the time, I don't think the one in Paris was built. You know, when you're young, you make stupid choices that can affect the rest of your life. And at the time when you're with all your mates, you're like, fuck it. It doesn't matter, but it does. Because when all your mates are gone, you're still going to be left with that record. You won't be able to go anywhere. Everybody will know that you're this, you're that. You know, I'm not going to lie. I did things I shouldn't have done, but I wanted to impress people. I wanted to impress me friends, me family, me father, or especially me mates. From 10 years old to 18, I grew up on a corner on a council estate in Dublin, and now the media call it the family, allegedly. Every one of them lads, every one of them brothers, hey, 2 of them played on the same football team as me. Do you understand? Some of them are me cousins. Some of them are married to me cousins. High profile people, serious caliber of fucking character. You know, and I knew that if I didn't make a decision at 21, I'd be dead before I was 30. I was in prison, and when I was 50, I went to this prison at 21, but at 15, I worked in a particular nightclub, and what I didn't realise at the time was I was way out of my league. You know, I didn't realise the danger I was in, but listen to me, I didn't give a fuck. I loved the danger. I was an adrenaline junkie. Do you understand? Myself and a few of me friends, tough lads, lads that wouldn't run. Let's say I'm with 8 of these lads and there's 50 lads in front of us, not one of us is running. You know, if you run, I'm coming to see you later. You know, and me mates never ran. Anytime we got into trouble, none of them ran. Do you understand? We looked out for each other. It's like, you know, because my house was nearest to the corner, my ma used to come over with cups of tea and sandwiches and biscuits and juice and all sorts for all the boys, you know what I mean? Thanks, Jane. You know, when the police come to move us off, I'd go in my garden here, there's nothing you can do about it. What are you going to do? Go on, get out of your car, mate. There's nearly 50 of us here. You're going to have to cancel your next 3 months if you get out of that car. If I was you, I'd fuck off now with your boyfriend before something really bad happens. Do you understand? Me ma's like, to hear what my son said to you? Fuck off. Leave the uncles alone. They did nothing wrong. They've nothing to do. You know, me ma was proper old-fashioned. Me ma was raised and bred in Ballyfermot, just like all me uncles. You have to understand the dynamics of this particular area I'm talking about. It's not changed. It's still the same 32 years later. And guess what? Only 2 or 3 of us have left the housing estate, and the rest of the lads have stayed there. Have been in and out of prison all their life. Some of them have done over 20 years, and I didn't want to do that. I was in prison. I was locked up for 5 months on remand. I had an 18-month-old son, and every night, all to do was look at his picture. You know what I mean? Because it was my fault. I sold drugs and I brought the police to my fucking door where my 18-month-old was. I had a gun in the fucking house. You know, look, let's have a right. Fuck allegedly. I've got 2 convictions. Alright. My house was raided in Manor Street in Dublin, not far from the Keys. And he found a little bit of brown in my house, but he also found a Luger. So, they bring me to the Bridewell. No, I was brought to Star Street. Was it the Bridewell or Star? No, the first raid we went to Bridewell, but it was the same police that raided me house. They were from Store Street Garda Station, yeah. So I gets out on bail, right? They took 3 phones, they took all me money, whatever stuff I had there, and that looked like it was bought with drug money they took. So they sent me to the Bridewell. What happened was, after I got charged, I got bail. It was my first serious offence for drugs, right? Now, at the time, my son, and I'm ashamed of it, but I'm not, because it's led me here in front of you now telling you about it, okay? So, I wanted to be one of the boys, but I moved out my housing estate, and I moved to the UK. And at 19, I got me ex pregnant, and she wanted to have my son in an Irish hospital, okay? And the plan was to come over here, have the baby, and then go back to Manchester, but it didn't go that way. My son was born in the Rotunda. I was living in Cabra at the time, in my partner's house at the time, the ex-partner. And I was like, here, I need to do something. I had about £800. I used it. Right, so let me tell you what happened. So the first time I got bail, about 2-3 weeks later, I moved into Dorset, not Dorset Street, Mountjoy Square, near Fitzgibbon Street Police Station. Now, I moved into one of these townhouses. There's like 40 apartments in each one, right? It's like, so I said, fuck it. I'm in the city centre, I've no protection here. You see, I'm from the south side. I was on the north side, right? So, I was out on bail for drugs and a weapon, right? It's like, and while I was out on bail, I start fucking about again. I had to. I was you know what I mean? I was an addict. It's like, you know what I mean? But I put my son in danger and I didn't even realise it. You know, I thought I was protecting him, you know, by selling drugs and having a nice house and having nice things. I thought I was helping him, but it wasn't. You know, for fuck's sake. So, I'm a week in my new pad in town. Me door at 6 o'clock in the morning, the 12th of September, 1996, I think it was. Went in, I just heard the door, bang, straight away, I knew what it was. It's like, and I hadn't got much time. As soon as they hit the door once, I was awake. I ran and I tried to get a couple of things and throw them out the window, but there was a shitload of police outside the window. It's like, so I'm not gonna lie, I got a load of fucking Lynx, whatever it is, shower gel, and I put 3 parcels up the arsenal as collateral, because I knew where I was going. Do you understand? So they raided me house. Yeah, it's like they had me handcuffed, me son screaming, crying, and I'm thinking, look what you've done. I'm like that. There goes me bail. Next of all, I hear the copper going, fucking hell, Jude. 2 guns in fucking 5 weeks. 2 guns, really? I was like, I don't know what you're fucking on about. Next of all, he comes out with a Glock like that on a pen. I swear on my kids' life, like that, look. Hey, you wouldn't know anything about this, would you? I said, you've just put that there. I didn't go in there with you. I don't know where that come from. You know, I tried to lie about it, you know what I mean? It's like, but he knew. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not mine. And he said, well, if it's not yours, it's either your baby's or it's hers. And the kind of man I am, I'm not going to let somebody else take the blame for me. Fuck that. especially not one of your children's mothers. You don't do that. I wasn't, you know what I mean, I was raised right. I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing, but look, I couldn't get a job. I didn't like lying on application forms and saying, have you got a criminal record? No. Before I was 15, I'd like 16 fucking convictions for car theft or something like that. You know, it's like me, the police station, for fuck's sake, my name was all over it. You know, I wasn't afraid, you see, and it was the same when I lived in Ballyfermot. When I lived on that corner, it was my corner, our corner. And I left that corner at 18, and they call it a cartel now. Google Cherry Orchard, Ballyfermot. You know, my mother was raised there. She was born on London Road, my mother, and my uncles. They're all from Balliol. Everybody knows them. How are you, Machiavelli? Anyway, so, right, now take into consideration I was out on bail for heroin and a Lugo. I moved from Manor Street down near the cattle market. I lived I lived in a flat over a pub called the Glimmerman at the time, across from a post office. And at the time, a couple of me, right, I had a mate from Ballyfermot, right, Neil Douglas, and I'm in a house with an alleged IRA member, right, and his nephew. What I didn't know was Flying Squad, SOCO, anti-terrorism unit as well, was watching this target, being David Douglas, right? How are you, Lou? He's dead now. He was assassinated. Listen, I have a football team of mates that got bullets in the face. Yeah, real G shit. High caliber men. You know. And here, anybody from Dublin who comes in here can tell you it's not just Dublin. It's Finglas, it's Ballyer, it's Crumlin, it's Clondalkin, it's Coolock, Darndale. Anyway, so, because of the way I was at the time, I said, here, I can do this on my own. I don't need me mates. So I moved off my housing estate into the city centre when I come back from the UK. Do you understand? And I hadn't got me boys beside me to help me this time, right? So I made a fucking, I did a risk assessment. I'm an addict of £800 there. I'm going to spend it on heroin, and then I'm going to double it, and then I'm going to triple it, and then I'm going to quadruple it, and then I'm going to start fucking again, and I'm going to keep doing that. And I'll do it on my own. But I made a big mistake. I started serving people across the road from my house. Anyway, within 3 weeks of me being there, my door went in. You want to see the photographs they put on my table? What are you doing with that Fenian bastard? That's what he said to me. I had an AR-15 pointed at me. A man said, move, you Fenian bastard, and I'll tag you. I'm like, you fucking what? He said, you heard what I said, you Fenian cunt. I was like, here, big man, put your safety on. He's looking at me like that, and I'm like, bro, here, you need to put your safety on. You've come into my home with a weapon that has no safety on. Here, smart guy. Oh, he said, you watch everything you don't, you Jude? I said, you bet your bollocks I do. He said, well, 4 of my colleagues are going to say you're a fucking liar. And he put safety on. You know, here I've seen one before, you know, I've had one in my hand. Do you understand? I know what he fucking looked like. Here, and at that time I was 21. I'm 50 now, right? Anyway, I heard the copper going, is that yours? It wasn't mine. I swear to God it wasn't. I was just minding it for somebody, but I couldn't say that. You know what I mean? I swear on my baby's life it wasn't mine. You know what I mean? Where am I going to get a Glock 20 from? Do you understand? It wasn't mine. I was minding it, but I didn't know they were watching me. Well, they weren't watching me. They were watching him. David Douglas. He was fucked out of the IRA, unconditional discharge, for breaking the rules. But at the time, he was still in it, allegedly. Now, I'm telling you, you can find in the public domain, a lot of me mates were alleged IRA men. A lot of them are dead. Friends and family. Here, do you think I call me daughter Saoirse because I'm a fucking IRA sympathiser? Do you know anything about your history, do you? Do you know anything about your own history? But Lou, how are you doing, honey? And I hope you have a good day. Listen to me. I was a fucking full-blown drug addict and I wasn't afraid to take risks. You know, and I had to make a calculated decision. My son's 18 months. I can't get a fucking job because I have a criminal record. Who's going to give me a job? Have you got a criminal record? Yeah. A few months back, the police knocked at me door and found heroin and a gun. Are you going to employ me? You understand? Are you going to fucking employ me? You're not. So therefore, I have to lie, and I don't like fucking lying. So I'd sooner make my own money. Fuck it, here, Jude, here, you have legs and arms. You don't need your mates. So I made a bad move. And I started selling drugs in the city centre, and I wasn't from there. I'm from the south side, not the north side. You know what I mean? And there's rules in there. But I'm no good at following rules. Fuck your rules. I'll sell where I want. If I go to the moon, I'll sell. You won't stop me. And if you have a problem, let's go. It was the worst decision in my life. You know, I always wanted to be one of the lads and that, and one of the boys, and I achieved that. And then I moved off the housing estate. When I left it, it was notorious. And 30 years later, the same lads I grew up with, the same lads I went to school with, the same lads off the football team are now a cartel. And you can take that to the fucking bank. That's real G shit. High caliber of people. And here, there's no other place more dangerous than Dublin. But when I was in jail at 21, I was identified as a deviant from Ballyfermot. You see, I come from a certain housing estate, and I went to a jail well away from my housing estate. I was in Banda country when I went into this jail, and here, I'm not going into PC. I do not give a flying fuck. You know, the governor said to me here, shout out to you, your family are from Cork. Listen, I'm not even going to make jokes about Cork. It's a lovely place. I went to a place called Fota in Cork once. It's an animal park. My mother got chased by a peacock. It was fucking blinding, mate. It was brilliant. But anyway, I ended up in prison. And I belonged in there because I was a scumbag heroin dealer. But at the time, I was a heroin addict as well. And I'm not going to blame the drugs on it. I'm going to blame me. I wasn't strong enough to resist. You know what I mean? But another thing, like I said, I wasn't afraid. You know, and I know how the business works. I'm from Dublin, Ballyfermot, Cherry Orchard, where I got tortured, and I still didn't tell on anyone. You see, it's bred into you. Mate, you're gonna have to kill me. Eventually you'll talk. There is ways to make you talk. You know that, don't you? I'll start at your feet like that. I'm going off what was done to me here. I guarantee you I leave that for 1 minute underneath your foot and you'll tell me what I want to know. Listen, this can end real quick. Just tell me. Give me a name. You're screaming. Here, you're sizzling. Just give me a name. That's it. No? Both of you. Give me a name. Fuck you. And you know what the things they did to me, and I still didn't tell on me mates, and you know what broke me heart? They collared two of me mates, and as soon as they knocked at their mother's door, they start talking. You know what I mean? Shots were fired at my fucking house. You know what I mean? Fuck you. What, you think I'm gonna tell them, get the fuck, do what you want. What, you do what you want. You know what I mean? It took 6 years to get me and tie me like a pig. You know what I mean? Tell you what, untie me and I'll punch your cum face in. And I'll punch your cum face in as well. Put your back, put them down, let me out. We let you out, alright? Van door. Boom! Booted out a fucking van. Hands tied behind me back. And me feet tied too, like a hog, pig. Hey, you'd swear they were about to put me on a spit. Me back, me hands at the back. Right? Nothing I could do. I was screaming, I was in the van, and they were laughing. You know what I mean? And I still didn't tell them me mates. Don't get me wrong, I was screaming. Here, I'm not fucking made of stone. Here, see how long see how many seconds it takes you to scream like a pig when someone's doing that to your feet. You know what I mean? But I still didn't tell on me mates, and I fucked off to England, and they told on me. You know, and I was like, you know what? I'll get used back one day. Every fucking money is. But there was one that I wanted to get back more than anything, and his name was Ian Gibbons. We're both God-fearing men. And allegedly, while I was laying on a railway line, me arms broke, me shoulder dislocated, me elbow dislocated, lay on a railway line in a pool of my own blood. And I see me G, one of me boys handing them a shotgun 2 feet away from me. Imagine seeing your mate. Imagine this, right? Imagine you're on the fucking railway line. You're after getting dragged into a van, brought back to your old housing estate, brought to a field, tortured, dragged onto a railway line. You're laying there, and here, they busted me head, broke me eye socket, they fucked me up. You know, I still didn't tell, and I'm lying there. And next of all, I can see Ian Gibbons, how are you, Omar? I see me mate handing him a weapon. I knew what it was, because I buried it with him, allegedly. But I knew something he didn't know. There was no firing pin in it. Do you think I'm fucking stupid? You can't trust anybody in that game. So, what they didn't know was there was no firing pin in it. They were aiming it at me head and all, allegedly. There was no fucking firing pin in it. Why? Because I took it out. Why? Because my uncle showed me how to do it. When I was young, because he was a soldier, right? And he was a gun fanatic too, allegedly. And you know when you watch people do stuff and put things together? Here. I learnt a lot from my uncle about war. But anyway, back to laying on a rail line and seeing one of your best mates hand your enemy a shotgun to kill you. Now, at the time, I knew I couldn't trust this cunt. You know what I mean? So, about a week before it happened, I went and I got that, allegedly. I took it home, I opened it up, and I took out the firing pin. and I put it back. And the fucking idiots didn't even notice. And I'm the idiot. I broke the rules. So if they had a shooting me in the face, that was my penance. Because I broke the rules. I let them down. They give me a job to do and I fucked it up. Well, I didn't fuck it up. Me mates fucked it up. You know, what happens when you get 1,000 Smarties and you know your mates like Smarties, and if you give them Smarties, they can eat. And I give away 700 ecstasy, allegedly. And guess what? Me mates fucking went on a party, but on sessions. Having loads of session mods with my food. You know what I mean? And have a guess who's coming for the money. And they're going to knock onto Jewels. Me mates swallowed them. You know. And they got me into an awful lot of trouble. You know what I mean? They got me the beating in my life. I still didn't tell on them. And then when I found out, they told on me. It broke me heart. Because the things them cunts did to me and I still didn't tell. Now, if that had been any other regular Joey, just squealing like a pig and telling, you're not getting on now, me, mate, you can bore me all you want. What, you think I haven't been born before? Go on, bore me. It reminds me of things. Go on. My brother and sister were born to death in a fire. So a lighter under my feet for a couple of minutes isn't going to do much. I live. I'll have loads of blisters on my feet. But they will heal. And these lads were like, you Jude, you know we love you, we like you, bro. You made us do this. You think I wanted to hurt you, Jude? I'm giving you a week to have me money. And he left me there. After 5 of them beating the shit out of me in a moving van. They compromised me. Here, dislocated shoulder, dislocated elbow, ACL. You know what I mean? It's like I was fucked, but I crawled home. And I went to Manchester. And I never looked back. You know. And I was the first one out of all my mates to start that shit on the corner. And what's it turned into, according to the media? A cartel. So that means everybody on my housing estate is nearly linked, allegedly. But we're just a gang of mates, that's it. Except for the media call us a cartel. And when I say us, I mean me family, me friends, people I grew up with all my life, you know, have turned into real dons. You know, when I was younger, I wanted to be one of the boys. Me teeth, no, I'm not going to get them fixed. You need to get your fucking heart fixed. Hey, I'm quite comfortable with these black teeth. In fact, I could get Dougie Joyce teeth if I wanted. You know what I mean? I don't want to forget where I'm from. I look myself every day in the mirror. And this is my mirror. 620 or 21 days off this meds. 22 days off another one. I want to go back to coaching. You know, I miss kickboxing, I miss boxing. And I have a couple of kids there that I'm interested in teaching, coaching, being my son. I could have been a world champion, but I lacked the ambition. You know, the skill set was there. I just lacked, I had no ambition. You know, never believed in myself. You know, and others told me, Jude, for fuck's sake, bro, what have you got to lose? You can fight, bro, for fuck's sake. Everyone around it has seen you fight. Anyway, so going back to this prison, I got put into Mountjoy at 21, and I knew that I was in a lot of trouble. Well, here, so does having a good fucking heart. You know what I mean? Hey, are you perfect, are you? You haven't even got a name, you big fucking faceless fairy. You know, hey, this is what makes me. See here, and what's between me legs. You see, I'm not afraid to face me demons. I've the blackest teeth on YouTube, but I've the purest heart. You know, fuck you. How about that? But you're welcome for coming in. Nah, listen, bro. Here, I'm on here. You've every right to say that to me, but... Nah, listen. Don't time the guy out or anything. He has... Listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, it's fine. I'm good with it. You know. It's like, and I used to struggle with that a lot. You know. A lot of me mates call me boring. Now, why am I boring? Because I don't take fucking drugs with you anymore. Is that it? Is that why I'm fucking boring? Because I don't want to take fucking cocaine again. Do you understand? Fuck off with that. Thank you, brother. Guys, give Kudo a sub. Nah, bro, listen. It is what it is. Like, I was a heroin addict. I was a crackhead. I was a tablet addict. I was a glue sniffer, a petrol sniffer. The only thing I wasn't was a knicker sniffer. It's like, but you know, as a kid, I did that as a 4-year-old, and my house went up, right? And my brothers and sister got sizzled in the fire, and I got out. You know, they died that day, and that's why I turned to drugs. Because they were coming to me in my dreams. You know. It's a thing you don't forget, you know. It's like, and because of that, I turned to drugs. You know. I did it, yeah. I was 4, I did that. And I haven't got a picture of my little sister, but it was an accident. I was 4 years old, look. That's my little brother there. 3 weeks after that photograph was taken, he died in a fire. You know. Hey, look at the eyes on me there, look. I was off me fucking tits that night, I was. Shout out to me daddy. Shout out to me cousin Carl. Shout out to Alberti there. Shout out to Tommy. Changing in the guard. Pep Guardiola got smoked last night by their new coach. Yeah, bro, fucking they ruined me. They ruined me mother. You know, me mum went to get us nappies. I went to get me little baby sister nappies, and I woke up. And I went into the bedroom with a box of matches. I struck a match under the bed, and you know the way it happened in 1979. So it's like it happened when I was 4. My little brother was 2 years, 3 months. My sister was 7 months old. You know what I mean? And I woke up. I went under the bed, lit a match. Next of all, my hair was on fire. I could smell it. I got out from under the bed, and in a split second I looked at the door and it was closed, but there was a milk crate in the hall, and I turned it upside down, emptied the bottles out, but stood on it, opened the fucking door, me, and as I opened the door, I got fucking blown onto the balcony, and they died that day. My dad had to go identify them. I'm a father and I'm a grandfather, you know what I mean? It's like, it destroyed my life. People say, you were only a kid. So what? I was only a kid. Hey, the nightmares I used to have, they used to come to me on fire, telling me to open the door, and yeah, it's not pleasant, you know. You know, it's like, and then after it, I carried on lighting fires. You know, it's like, at 6 years old, I was getting into trouble for lighting fires. You know, and I was good at it. I said, now, that might sound insane to you, but you'd think something like that stopped me. But it made me fucking carry on doing it. You know, people used to say in Bluebell Flats, if you're looking for Jude MacDonald, look for smoke. Look for smoke anywhere around the flats and you'll find him. I had to move into Marv Acres at 4, being me granny. Me granny raised 5 boys and 4 girls on London Road, Ballyfermot. And back then, my granny's was like a fucking barber shop in a way. There was always people there. If Aunt was getting sold, he'd come to my granny. You know, when I was a kid, I lived there because our flat had been burnt. And at the time, my uncle, he was in the army. You know, and he left for Beirut, Lebanon, for active duty for 18 months and left me in charge of Bonnie and Clyde and the pigeons and the dog. And here, I was only turning 5, you know, and at the time, a couple of other families lived near me granny. Their daddies grew up with me uncles. You know, it's like I said, a lot of my mates, especially the ones that moved with me from Bluebell, their daddies know me mammy, me daddy, me granny. Do you understand? And I have family all around Ballyfermot, but growing up I used to take a lot of drugs to block out. I used to have fucked up dreams. I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Dead people come to me at night. You know. Yeah. At the time I did, yeah. That's how they knew I was sick. There was something wrong with me. I was an arsonist. Not an arse bandit, an arsonist. And here, listen. It destroyed me life. And all my life, I couldn't deal with it. It's like I put it to the very back of my mind, like a lot of us do. And then it resurfaces. Every time I hear an ambulance or a fire brigade, I'm reminded. Do you understand? Triggers. Oh, Mac, I don't really want to go into that, bro. All I'll tell you is it's not nice. And it made me cry. You know, imagine your dead brother and sister coming to you on fire, bro, calling your name, telling you, help us, brother. Like I said, when you do something like that, even though you're a fucking child, it's destroyed me life growing up, you know what I mean? Now I'll strike on myself. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. I met him years ago in Dublin. It used to be called the Point Depot. I met him. I give him ecstasy at that event. You know what I mean? Oh, a few of me mates, like I said, we went to a rave in the Point Depot called Heaven on Earth. Have a fuck. Bro, you're taking the piss. But the answer to your question, no. I didn't know you could inject it. In all fairness. And here, when I was a heroin addict, I didn't inject either. I smoked it. The only drugs I think I've never done is magic mushrooms, spice, and methamphetamine. I was addicted to opiates. I was addicted to cocaine. I was addicted to heroin. I was addicted to tablets. Keyword there was 621 days, and I'm not sleeping because I'm coming off meds at the minute. Yeah. You see, I'm good in my own body. It's like what I've realised is in life, you're going to be tested. You know, my dad was an alcoholic, my mother was an alcoholic. Well, like I said, everybody isn't. It's freedom of speech in here. Even if people insult me, you know, me mods will remove them, but I'm not going to remove people for having an opinion or, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's YouTube. If you put yourself up there, you know what I mean, on a platform, you can't whinge if people say nasty shit to you. Hang on, what did you say? Hang on, sorry, mate. You're off the booze. Just one. No, listen here, it's cool. Like I said, I'm not perfect. You know, I'm an ex-addict, and addicts, alcoholics, people with mental health issues are all welcome here. You know, it's like, I'm not perfect. You know, I used to do bad things before I had my children, but even when I had a child, I still did bad things. But at 21, I made a G call. If I didn't go and leave where I was either going to end up very rich or very dead. So it's going to be broken alive rather than rich and dead. I went against one of the biggest families in the city at 15 with me mates. You know, it's like my boss broke the rules back then and he opened a nightclub in town. And at the time, the monastery ran most of the nightclub security in Dublin. And my boss, he was a black belt in karate, Eamon O'Sullivan. He didn't give a fuck. He was hard as nails. And I got involved in something that was way out of my pay grade, way over my head. I put my hands on somebody, and there's consequences for that, and he caught me sweet. I copped the sweet, as the Aussies would say. I slapped the monk's nephew, allegedly. I didn't know it was his nephew. Here, you're doing my job done. That's not happening. Do you know who I am? Do you know who my uncle is? Fuck your uncle. Bang. Now, so who cares who your uncle is? I didn't know who his uncle was. But I got into a spot of bother. And if my mates hadn't have been there, I don't know whether I'd have done that. But because I did it, there was repercussions. And they got me back for doing it. You know, it's like, and at 15, I got bashed by a load of townies because I was selling in their nightclub. They gave me permission to do it. And then allegedly, they took everything off me, split me nose, split me eye, split me lip, whooped me ass, took me money and everything, and fucked me out. The same thing happened to one of their people the week before. And this was meant to be peace. This is how we break this situation down. You let one of yours come to our club and one of ours go to yours, right? And shout out to them people that were in the office that night, in the asylum from Ballyfermy. You know who yous are. Yous were asked to go up there. He asked for 2 volunteers. Who put the hand up first? Who put the hand up first? Who was the youngest out of us all? Who put the hand up first? Fucking me. And there was 20 people that are still alive that were there that night. You wouldn't go up, would you? You're very tough with all your mates, but here, you won't just go to a nightclub with 1 or 2 of yous, will you? Now, I'm very stupid and reckless. I was like, here, I'm going, let me go. Me gaffer said, will you put your hand down before I give you a karate chop in the neck? Kiddo, I'm not a fucking kid, I'm 15. I was a kid. Do you understand? And because of that, it elevated me up the ladder. I always wanted to be one of the boys, and some of the boys weren't willing to do certain things, so I'll do it for free. Just give me a chance. I'll go me fucking own. Fuck you. Well, I didn't say fuck you to the lads because they're slapping me, you know. But I was just a bit. I was like, hang on. Some of these lads are some of the toughest lads I know, and they won't go up to this nightclub because they know who it's owned by and who it's ran by. Here, I didn't, you know, and he didn't tell me. So I went up to G1, right across from Mountjoy Prison, right? Right, you hear this, yeah? They whooped me ass, yeah? Took all me money and everything I had. Fucked me out, yeah? I was about... It doesn't matter, right, how old I was, right? But 6 years later, I got sent to prison because the police found drugs and a weapon in my house on 2 occasions. So I went straight to Mountjoy. I was only in there 3 days and they put a green light on me straight away. And only for me mate's big brother, I'd have been dead. He come over to me, he said, "Jude, they put a green light on you." I said, "You what? How are your tracks? They put a green light on you." I said, "What the fuck does that mean?" He said, "Jude, tell me you're not the Jude that walked in the asylum years ago." I said, "Yeah, why?" And he's like this, looking all over the place, you know what I mean? He said, Jude, I thought he was acting the bollocks. I thought he was trying to scare me because I'd just gone into prison, right? He said to me, Jude, they're coming for you, bro. I said, you what? He said, they're coming for you, bro. Be ready. He said, did you bring Anthony in with you? I said, I might have. He said, are you going to sort me out? I said, are you going to help me? He said, I'll do all I can for you. He said, Jude, I can't stand by your cell all day. You know what I mean? He said, he'll get you after breakfast, after dinner, when you're in the shower. You need eyes in the back of your head. I said, come see me in a bit. So I stuck my finger up my arsenal. I routed out a parcel. I unravelled about 6 bags. And I took 6 of them out. £120 more of heroin I give this guy allegedly to help me, to watch me 6. He come to me cell with a radio. I hadn't got anything. I was 3 days on the landing. He said to me, Jude, there's a radio there. He said, I want you to do me a favour. He said, take the batteries over, bro. Put it in your sock and hide it under your pillow. Leave your radio there on the side. He said, because they're going to come for you today or tomorrow. And I'm not going to lie, I threw up in the toilet. I was fucking shitting myself. Imagine you're told, right, and here, I already knew. I'm in a jail in town. I'm not from town, I'm from Ballyfermot. And I went against town many years ago and they didn't forget me. Jude isn't a popular or common name in Ireland. You know, like not everybody's called fucking Jude. And there's not many Judes from Ballyfermot, Cherry Orchard. There's only one Jude from Bally or Cherry Orchard and you're looking at him. They put a green light on you. Young Martin Cal as well helped me. It's like he said, Jude, they're coming for you. So I goes and gets me breakfast. I'm walking back to me cell. Yeah, me 2 hands are compromised. I have me tray in me hand. On me wall, I have a little mirror, that shape and that size. As I'm putting me tray down in the mirror, I could see this bungle fucker about to do. Yeah, I just moved out of the way. It hit the wall, come back, hit him in the face. Went all over him. Sugar and boiling water. He done a 360 on the ground. There was 2 of them at me cell. Bang, I cracked one of them, went bang, kicked me door cell. I booted me cell door closed, yeah. So now I'm locked in with this guy, yeah. I locked me leg around his neck. I got his arm. So I compromised one side of him, yeah. On the size of the cunt, yeah, but I was afraid. If he'd have gotten off that ground, I was dead. Like, he just tried to scald me, you know. It's like, and I hadn't got a choice. It's like he come to me cell to haunt me. It's like, and he told me I wasn't going to see me son. So I had to do something about it. I tuned him in. Not only did he scald himself, he did get a bit of me on the arm and all, but fuck that, as long as me face doesn't get it. Only for that mirror on my wall, I'd have been blinded because he'd have saying, yo bro, and I'd have turning around and he'd have gone bang right in my face. I'm compromised, I can't see, and I can't hit what I can't see. Right? It's like, they sent the 3 stooges to me cell. 2 of them. One walked in like that. You know what? They caught me after breakfast. I was walking back to me cell. Look here. Went to put me breakfast on me fucking bed. And on me wall, there's a mirror that size. And in the corner of me fucking eye, I seen him coming. Like that. And he fucking missed. Long story short, you know the radio. I hit him with it about 6 times, and it broke into loads of bits, and the handle come off the radio, and on my son's life in there, I stabbed him in the eye about 3 or 4 times, until his eye come out. I was going to cut his throat as well, except for the screws rushed in the cell. He got away with it that day. I was going to kill him, because he helped kill my mate when I was 14. I don't forget. You come to hurt me. I didn't do nothing on you. What? And you expect me not to do nothing about it? So what if your uncle owns half a fucking town? I don't care. You come for me now. I'm not going to see my son now. Look at you. Here. You're not going to see very fucking good, because I've just taken one of your eyes out. You're lucky I didn't take the 2 of them out. You know, the same fella said to me, you're not going to see your son. Hey, here. Now, because of you threatening me and coming to my cell, look what happened to you. And I can hear, I'll tell you where he's from. He's from Sheriff Street. And everybody in the prison that were in the jail at the time will tell you. I took his fucking eye out. The governor threatened me with isolation. I was like, yeah, send me to the block. But I triggered. He told me I wasn't going to see my son. And I'm not joking yet. I was terrified. I knew they were coming. You know what I mean? What do? You know, I was fucking terrified. You know what I mean? All I wanted to do was do me jail. It's not doing me. Do you understand? You're not going to come to my cell and violate me. And me not doing nothing when you foul the ball. Here, you're not fouling me. Or violating me. You know what I mean? Because I will not, I'm not having it. Now it's my fucking turn. Bang! Cell door shut. I was on top of my man within a second. And I had this, and I was smashing it off the fucking head. Bouncing it off him. I hit him with it about 6 times, and it broke. The handle come loose, yeah? I was stabbing him in his eye on my baby's life, and my cell got rushed. And he got rushed as well to the fucking Mater hospital. Oh, he got that one back. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking psychopath, mate. You know, and that's not me just saying it. That's a label. You know. Shame on him. You know what I mean? I just wanted to do me time, you know what I mean? It's like, leave me a fucking alone. Where's me fucking light? I've gone. I'll leave it out, man. You know what? When you're going to look for something, you can't fucking find it. But, nah, listen to me. I was very scared. Like, I fucking put my son in danger by making a decision to sell heroin at 21, and I got into trouble for it. My house got raided. I went to jail. I deserve to be there. Only scumbags sell heroin. So, I was a scumbag. But I was an addict. But the way I see it now, it was me. It wasn't the drugs. I just needed them, you know, to feel normal. But when you're in jail, it's a very high pressure situation. And at the time, 97% of the jail went on my side, 1% was a screw, and 2% were 2 people I knew. And one of them was a real G. From the old area, he said to me, Jude, I'll help you as much as I can. He said, but they're coming for you. What the fuck did you do on them? I said, I didn't do nothing. I only fucking worked in a nightclub. He said, Jude, you know how you know what I mean? He said, listen, I'm going to bring you something down, and I advise you to use it. You know, but like I said, you're not going to tell me I'm not getting out to see me son. I'll blow your gaff up, mate, in order to see me son, you know. I'd fucking kill to see me kid just one more time. I promised him I'd see him again. The morning I got raided, I had guns pointed at me head. You know, they had to fucking tie me with cable ties, hang everything, because I was resisting. You know what I mean? The first one come through the door, man. It's like I was up. You know, and I'm throwing fucking hands. It's the only way I know. Like, I was a tug. You know, a fucking tug. And a criminal. And an addict. And that's the reason why I sold it. Because what's the point in having a dog and barking yourself? It doesn't make sense. Here, because of the way I was raised and because of where I'm from, here, all the lads that I grew up with that are still alive, you could drop us in China and we'd still open a shop. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's in you. You know, you never forget to cycle a bike. You never forget your first breaststroke or capsizing in a canoe. You know, you don't forget it. You know, do you think you forget if you shoot an animal in the head? Well meant in the head, but I got it in the nose. High velocity round, took the nose off a deer. Yeah, I went deer hunting with me uncles when I was a kid. They let me have me first shot at a live target, you know what I mean? I happened to be a majestic stag. And I didn't see a little fawn that was near it. I didn't see it. And my uncle, he pressured me to send a shot and I didn't want to send it. And I sent it out of pressure and I missed it by a couple of millimeters. You know what I mean? And I hit it in the fucking nose and I took the nose off. And you know what? I never shot an animal after that ever again. I never went hunting ever again after that. That's mad, isn't it? You know, now don't get me wrong, I like a good bit of I like a good bit of steak and what have you, you know what I mean? I don't even mind a bit of reindeer, but we tracked it. And you know what? There was a little calf with it. And you know what my uncle did? Snapped its neck in front of me. He walked up to me and went, "That's your fault. You're a good shooter. You can shoot better than that." It's like, and you've took the fucking nose off it. Sad that, man. You know, if he wasn't in my ear, me, I'd have hit him no problem, clean. He learnt me how to shoot. You see, he learnt me how to ride a bike too. Me dad never learnt me that. Me uncle learnt me how to ride a bike. How to fire a weapon. How to clean one. How to take it apart and put it back together. And it took me a long fucking time to work it out, but he was a gun enthusiast, let's say. Now he was a soldier, you know. And he had loads of old books, you know, about old pistols and what have you and shit like that, revolvers, I've seen quite a few, allegedly. But I always wanted to be a soldier. You know what I mean? It's like, it's in me. It's in the genes. My granddad was one. My two uncles were soldiers, and me. You know, it's like, I didn't want to be a DJ. You know, I didn't want to sit in an office or what have you. I wanted to shoot people for a living, for my country. I was good at it. On my baby's life, my uncle and all his comrades, all his mates, when they'd go camping and hunting and fishing, they'd bring me. I remember being a 10-year-old kid doing this. Look, watch. Okay. So, right guys, I've 15 minutes left, yeah? And I'll be back this afternoon sometime. So, basically what I do is, when I was with them, we'd go down to Wicklow, we'd go to God, we'd go everywhere, right? So I'd go about 10 feet in front of them with a bamboo stick, about 6 foot long, yeah, and I'd just do that in the grass, look, just swing at the grass, you know, and you'd get ducks, pheasants, nesting in the grass, and they'd fly up, and here with buckshot, you're not missing. A blind Stevie Wonder had hit them. You just have to listen. You'll hear them go up, and my weapon is just going like that. Bang! And you don't miss with buckshot. You know what I mean? You can't. You know. But yeah, he learnt me a lot of things. He made me my first go-kart. He built a chopper for me. You know, it's like, he did the things that I wanted. The only thing he didn't do was bring me to football, my Uncle Christy. But he did everything else, you know, and it's like I was, how can I say, it's just like I've always been. Like, I don't need anyone's hand to take a piss. You know, if you Google Cherry Orchard Bally Farm at Dublin 10, you'll see what the media says about my friends and family, and just because I've left Ireland over 30 years ago, I still talk to all the boys up there. You know, a lot of them have made bad choices in life, but they paid at the society, so they're clear with the fucking house. Stevie Wonder was at a Diddy party. Stevie claims he did. Oh, Scott, that's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on your soul for saying that. That's disgusting. Now, listen, like I said, guys, I'm on here to hit a target, and a lot of people have different opinions about me, but I couldn't give a fuck about your opinion. You know, of a duty of care to the people that come in here on a regular basis, and I'm not on here to call people names or to call people out. Fighting's a young man's game. Like, see Cuddle down there, I'm a big fan. I'm hoping he wins his next fight. You know, I like to see me own do well, but listen to me on here, let me tell you, right, I've been on YouTube now nearly 7 years, and there's people that are on here twice the length I'm on here, even 3 times the length, but over the years, here, I've been keeping notes on a lot of people. Over the years. Just like Diddy's videos. Yeah, I've been watching you too, motherfucker. Don't you ever see me right? Can't get right. Now, listen to me, like I said, I do this for mental health purposes. I don't make a cent off YouTube. I don't ask you to hit the like button. Do you understand? This has never been about money or likes or shares or what have you. This has been about growing a channel for like-minded people like me. I grew this channel a year and a half ago on the 5th of February, right? 2023, I grew this channel. And we are 80 subs away from 3,000. How about that for a result? And here, I don't do regular panels. But what I do, I'll tell you one thing, yeah? If you're cool with me and you respect me and you're respectful of me life, I'll help your channel get subs. Like, for instance, guys, if you're not sub to Air Kudu, the buddy, go and sub to him. Give John Paul a sub as well. Give Ron a sub. Give Straight Jacket a sub, yeah? Bro, you haven't got a name. Give Mr. Mac a sub. Hang on. Mr. Pablo, Mr. Chopper, even Omar. I'm a big fan. Shout out to Machiavelli as well. Here, I'm a big Aladdin fan. Can you get me a lamp and rubber from me? Yeah, Alakazam. Hey, what happened City last night? Hey, for Manchester United fans, this is exciting. You know what I mean? Guys, listen, Kudu's Lives is in there and John Paul's. If you're watching this live now, this afternoon, this evening, tonight, tomorrow, through the week, next week, give Kudu a sub, yeah? Give John Paul a sub, okay? Give Straight Jacket a sub. Give Ron a sub. Give Trax a sub. Give Mr. Mac a sub. Give Air Max a sub. Right, give Air Lou a sub. Give Machiavelli a sub. Like, there's loads of people, listen, yeah? I can help your channel grow, and I don't want fuck all off you. You know what I mean? Now, when I'm on my stream yard, if you want to buy me a coffee, you're fucking welcome, but know this, everything's been about time with me. And as soon as I hit 3,000 subs, now I can take my channel serious. You know why? Because you know the last channel I had, Fighting Back United, it was on 535 subs. And guess what I've done? I've gone past it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. That's what you call. Now I'm ready. Now I've got my channel back. And here, as soon as I hit 3,000 subs, I'm going to start doing panels. I'm going to bring on Spencer, Luke, Yowza, Lee Marvin, Kudu, John Paul, everybody that wants to come on, who has a spanner in my channel is welcome. Do you understand? It's like, I'm here. You help your own. And that's what I'm going to do. You know, I bring people together. You know what I mean? That's my quality. You know, and not my words. Other people has recognised it. They say, dude, look at all the bullshit you've gone through, and bro, you do this for nothing. Like, are you stupid or something? Yeah, I must be. You know, I just love people. What am I meant to say? You know what I mean? It's like, and anybody that, like I said, I was very sick and I give up on life. I tried to hang myself with a Taiwan belt and it snapped. Here, if you're ever going to try to hang yourself, don't use Anton made in Taiwan. Use the Chinese one. Yeah, they don't work. Trust me, I tried. And it snapped. You know. Now, listen here, it's not even a joke. I can laugh at it now, but back then, I never thought I'd get past suicide ideology. And I'm a very grateful person. I have my faith. And my gratitude, optimism is always sustainable. Anyway, P. Diddy is fucked. Clive Davis, you learned him this behaviour. Lucien Grange, Andre Arell, Russell Simmons, Oprah Winfrey, Usher, Kevin Hart, LeBron James. You're all fucked. The feds are coming now. Guys, thanks for coming in. We've got like 7 minutes. So I said I'll do my hour and a half. And I'll be back on this afternoon. Thanks for coming in. And guys, like I said, if you want your channel to grow, just come in here, say hello. When I hit 3,000, we're going to start doing the panels. I have the best team of Irish mods on YouTube. And when I say YouTube, I mean an air circle, which is 30%. I have the best Irish channel in air circle. My channel is it's one of the fastest growing Irish channels on here. And again, not my words, analytics, algorithms. You know, and here, see the Irish, we stick together. And if you fucking hit one of us, you hit the all of us. And it's just like in Ballyfermot. You hit me back when I was 15. Here, you're going to have a serious problem. I walked away from a portfolio lifestyle because of who my family are and who my friends are. But I didn't want that. At 21, I fucked up. I put my son in danger. I went to prison and I made him a promise when he was 18 months old. The day I got out of prison, I said, Daddy won't be a drug dealer ever again, son. I'm back. Thanks for coming in. I'll be back this afternoon. Know something. I'll hit 3,000 and it's coming soon. Lights out.
Little Team, our best-selling hair oil, now refillable.
Guys, I'll be back later on. Thank you all for coming in and here. If you've got a backup channel, sub to the channel. We're over 80 subs away from 3,000. Let's go. I need your help. I'm going to play this track and then I am out. That's Jay-Z. That's Diddy. Unplug microphone. Right. Okay, guys, listen. Thank you for coming in. Like I said here, I've been on YouTube nearly 7 years. I started going on the cesspit. I was asked to go on a channel. Somebody offered me 25% of that channel. No names, damn Fighting Talk UK, and if you say you didn't, I'll punch cunt face in when I see you. Don't lie, right? Because I have the screenshots and all, you fucking weasel. But anyway, because of me knowledge for the game, fighting, defending yourself, multiple disciplines, me daddy put me in as a kid and I didn't want to do it. He made me do it. And because of that, I'm a certified psychopath with complex post-traumatic stress disorder and survivor's guilt. I'm not perfect. I'm not a tough man, a hard man, or a fighting man. I'm just a man that can fight. There's a difference. See this channel? I could have called on everybody out. You know, everyone. And no disrespect to anybody. It'd be too easy to fight a novice. You know, I don't put my hands on civilians. I want to fight a savage if I'm fighting. I don't want to fight somebody that, like that. You run at me, bang, you're going to get clipped. And I'm a 50-year-old man, and I'm not hard, tough, a bowsy, a bully, or a fucking tug. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have people that depend on me, that look up to me. Believe it or not, I'm a role model. Imagine that. What are you going to do to make yourself better? What are you going to do? You're going to carry on blaming drugs for everything and not be accountable? Well, you do that and see how you are at 50. Like I said, I know killers. You know, I've sat in the house and had crackers and toast with cheese and ham. I sat beside two brothers in skill who were geeks, who would slap the face off like that. And guess what? The two of them went on to be two of the most notorious hitmen allegedly in Dublin, being the Cunninghams. Now, everything I'm telling you is in the public domain. I think they killed about 16 people or something like that, allegedly. So the media say. Now, my point being, they were geeks in school and they grew up to be two of the most dangerous people in a certain area. And a lot of my old friends have skill sets. I told you, I went to school with killers. You know, it's like who are good people. They just made the wrong decision. It's either you or him. And if you carry on blaming substances or drugs for your problems in life, you're never going to get past them. If you're in recovery, the best way is to be honest with yourself. You know, if you don't think there's a problem, there's no way anyone's going to help you. You have to identify it and neutralise the threat. Like I said, guys, thank you for coming in. I'll be back later on. The fucking Wi-Fi signal's all over the place. It's like, but thank you for coming in. And here, Pep Guardiola, Man City, beware. Our manager is coming, and he spanked you last night. And here, bro, the geezer who said something about me teeth here. Everybody's welcome in here, bro. I'm a big boy. I can take it, you know. If you put yourself on YouTube, you can't moan at people like you. Not everyone's gonna like you. You know what I mean? But I'm good with that. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna time people out just because you don't like me. But if you cross the line, you will be removed. You know what I mean? But everybody's welcome. Nah, listen to me, bro. You're grand. You know, it's like some of my mods would look at that as dissent. You know what I mean? But look at everybody's welcome here. You know, but thank you and anyway for your observation. And we'll end on this. Thanks for coming in. I'll be back this afternoon, right? And God bless you all. We out. That's a wrap. Fuck it, let's go to paradise. We out. I'll see you later on, guys. Thanks for coming in. And may here, listen, like I said, everybody's welcome here. As long as you don't cross the line too much, you know what I mean? What happens is, when you take drugs most of your life, you have to deal with the fucking consequences. When you become sober, you're like, wow. You know, 621 days. 22 days. 22 days off another one. So, like I said, I'm triggering at the minute because I'm trying to come off these fucking meds. I'm on so many of them. I just want to come off them, you know. I'm 50, I'm a granddad, it's like, and I want to be a coach. I want to coach one more student. And if God gives me enough time, he'll be a world champion. There's no doubt about it. My son, whether I die tomorrow or whether I live for another 20 years, me first son, I made a promise to him. And God, you get me out of jail, I'll go to the UK and I'll steer my son towards education. I got my education stolen off me because I was a fucking nitwit. I was an idiot, an Amadonna class clown, and because of it, I lost out on my education. But guess what? I got it back with a degree. 2 degrees, how about that? Do you know anything about fucking psychology? And guess what? My lad has a degree in psychology just like his granddaddy. You understand? Everybody's welcome here. Okay, and thanks for coming in. That's all right for you. Done. Right.